get started. Head to heyo.com/check-in to join me. I'm Nathan Latka, the CEO and founder here at Heyo. And today, we're going to focus on the question that you currently see on my screen. That's right. Will Facebook's new fan page design kill applications, or some of us call them tabs, and how you can benefit quickly from these changes? Now, guys, give me a big old shout out in the GoToWebinar questions before we jump in and get started. Can everyone hear me clearly and see me? Give me a big old heck yes if you can hear me and see me clearly. Alyssa said yes. Christy Hawkins said in all caps with exclamation points. Jennifer Whelan said, heyo, great guys. Perfect. Max Weinstein joining from New York said, heyo, perfect. Looks like we're good to go, guys. Let's move forward. In the next 45 minutes, you're going to learn the following 3 things. 1, the Facebook changes you didn't know about. Many people miss these. I'll tell you what they are. 2nd, I want to tell you, and I might show you if we have time, why hidden tabs are converting at 32%. And 3, I'd like to show folks like Jacqueline Malloy, who's a student studying social media, along with Katie Neoff, who's a designer at AIGA, and Christy Hawkins, all of who are joining us today. I want to show you guys the simple ways that you can capitalize on these new changes without a bunch of laborious, hard, time-consuming work. So that's what we're focused on. Now, before I get into the content, I need to get a sense of where you guys are at, what you're thinking. So I've just launched a poll on your screen. The question is this: have you launched a Facebook campaign in the past? Just select yes or no on your screen right now. And once I see that about 60% of you have voted, we'll move forward. Currently, it looks like 53% of you have voted. So if you're not looking at my screen, go ahead and do so, answer the poll, and then we'll jump in and move forward. Okay, great. So you can see here, guys, I'm sharing the results with you. 77% of you are saying yes, you have launched a campaign, and 23% of you have said no. So we have a nice mix of folks here, which is great. Just so we're using the same terminology during this presentation, whenever I use the word Facebook application, I'm referring to those things under the cover photo. Some people call them Facebook tabs. Some people call them Facebook campaigns, Facebook sweepstakes, Facebook applications. I'm just going to call them Facebook apps. So we're all on the same page. All right, let's move forward with no ado. We're first going to focus on the changes that happened that you didn't know about. Okay, so first, I want to actually take you guys in and show you this particular feature. So on the new Facebook design, the new fan page design, there's a little button that's going to be just to the right of the like button that allows global pages to actually show their alternate variations. So for example, brands with global pages in different languages now have an easier time showing that geolocation specific experience to fans. The way fans experience it is via what you see here on my screen. So they can click a button and then let's say it's Oreo, okay, like the cookie, and I'm visiting from Portuguese. I could click it and I could click the button that says view the Facebook for Business Facebook page in the most relevant region for you, click the drop down and say South America. Then all the content that shows will be the South American version of what Oreo has put together. So this particular change is one a lot of people missed, but it's going to add a lot of diversity and deeper experiences to global brands, if any of you guys are working with global brands listening right now. Now, in case you're wondering, guys, I'll quickly show you that page and where that button is so you can remember. So if you're looking at my screen right now, I'm going to circle it with my mouse. Okay, I'm going to circle it with my mouse here in a second. Oh, after I log on to Facebook. Perfect. So it's right here. Okay, it's right here on my screen. Let me blow this up for you a bit. It's right here. So where it says ... if it's a global page, you can click switch region and actually switch to Argentina, and you'll notice all the content updates, okay, to the Argentinian version. All right. Now, I hope I didn't just mess myself. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll switch it back here because I can't read Argentinian if I'm saying that right, if that is the language. Here we go. Perfect. But that's how the global pages now are organized. So keep that in mind. All right, let's move forward. The second change that you potentially missed is this. How many of you guys remember what Zuck's law is? Do any of you guys remember that? Any of you guys remember what Zuck's law is? I'm actually going to tweet it out right now from our Twitter account at Heyo. Okay, this is Zuck's law. The amount of, and you can retweet this. Your followers will be really impressed if you do. The amount of content that gets shared doubles every year. Okay, and that is well, it's Zuckerberg, but I can never spell it right, so I'm going to say Zuck's law. He crafted that, okay, that concept, based off what the data that they were seeing on Facebook, which was year over year growth. It was doubling. The amount of people share, the amount they clicked like, the amount they shared content was doubling. So here's why that's critical. Facebook, with these changes, is actually creating a really interesting self-fulfilling prophecy. Do you guys see where my mouse is right now? See right here? This is new, okay? So on the new page design, not only will there be a like button prominently featured in the cover photo and a follow button, there'll also be a share button. Okay, now this is significant for two reasons. The first is the obvious, right? It makes it easier for people engaging with your fan page to share your content. What's more important here, though, is it highlights something, a core belief of Facebook, right? It shows that you need to be focused on creating and sharing highly relevant content that is engaging with your fans. Automation isn't the way to go. Okay, dropping a bunch of updates and buffer that has nothing to do with your brand or Hootsuite is not the way to go. Engaging content that breaks above the noise that your fans engage with is the way to go. And if you're doing that properly, Facebook just made it easier for fans to share your content by putting an active share button right on the cover photo. All right. Now, let me get you guys' feedback real quick. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being you're in love, how much do you like this new share button feature? Tell me in the GoToWebinar chat right now. I'm going to unmute Jacqueline real quick. Jacqueline, what do you think about this new share button in the cover photo?
I like it. I mean, I give it an 8. I think it's much more visible. It stands out a lot better. And I know that our eye is trained to go to image. I know image is very important in social and FB. So I think it's going to really help get our page, our content, and whatever our mission out to fans and potential new fans.
Great. Look, Jacqueline, I couldn't agree with you more. Guys, if you've got thoughts and opinions like what Jacqueline has, be sure to tweet them at us. I'll unmute you so I can engage with you live here on the program. So again, this is another change. I believe that you'll probably see people messing with their cover photo design to encourage people to click this share button. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. I bet you'll probably see people doing that. And I'm going to show you a very unique trick at the end of this webinar where you can actually customize the text that is shared from the default Facebook share button on your page. It's pretty remarkable. So again, that's a second change that a lot of people are missing or not putting a lot of attention on. Moving forward, okay? So the next, how many of you guys have used a Facebook note before? Yes or no? Yes or no? How many of you guys have used a Facebook note before? Judith Alberts and Christy Keating, Blossom Vincent and Connie Wolf. How many of you guys have used a Facebook note before? Yes or no? Okay, great. Okay, a lot of people are saying no. David Hobley says lots, but a lot of people are saying no. Let me show you guys a little trick. Okay, this is going to be critical. And I'm going to unmute Dave Hobley. Hopefully he has his microphone connected for this. And let me see if I can find him. Let's see. Dave Hobley, where are you? A, B, C, D. We have so many people on today, which is great. Hey, Dave, you're unmuted. Do you have your mic connected?
I do. Can you hear me?
Great, I can hear you. Great. Hey, so you said you're an avid user of Notes. Why do you use Notes so much?
Because you can put quite a bit of content that you want to share with somebody in there, kind of like a blog post, images, the whole 9 yards, and you share them. It's out very well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so guys, David is exactly right. So you'll see a screenshot here on my screen. Notes are now more prominently featured. They're indexed by Google search, and they're fantastic for discovery. Watch my screen carefully. I'm going to stop talking, but I want you to visually see the power of notes. I'm going to show you right now. Watch this. So notice again, they're featured right here. They've got their own real estate. Okay, so look at this. This to me, if Facebook goes and tries to compete with Yahoo, okay, with Tumblr, right, or WordPress, this is where they're going to do it. So the people that start getting content in here first are the ones that are going to have the most success, right? So call David. He's already doing this. He'll have a lot of success. And so watch this. This is all indexed by Google. Now, to highlight this, I'm just going to get a chunk of it real quick and drop it in search just to show you. You see here, it's pulling in from the Facebook page, right? All that text I just put in. So the search potential here, I believe, is only going to get stronger over time. So by creating that data, right, all the words like David just mentioned, like a blog post, getting that all in here is going to really, really enable you to engage at a deeper level with your customers and be discovered via search. So Jacqueline, I know you're writing a paper on this. Throw that in your paper. I think your professor will be impressed by that. Something like for Christy Hawkins, who manages 14 different accounts, this might be difficult, but you could post, if the accounts overlap, you could post the same kind of content to all the accounts to suck traffic into your pages. So notes are going to be more prominently featured. Another change I think most people are missing. All right, let me ask you guys another question. How many of you guys have used the pages to watch feature of your fan pages? Yes or no? How many of you have used the pages to watch feature? Okay, a lot of people are saying yes, but a few like Chuck Royer are saying yes a lot more lately. Some people are saying no. Okay, here's what this is, guys. Look at my screen. This is a screenshot, all right? You can get this in your insights. It's in the overview section. And what you can do is you can add your competitors here so you can benchmark about how your fan page is doing compared to other pages. If I was a betting man, I would say that Facebook will continue to invest in making this tool powerful for the simple reason that if you see that one of your competitors is kicking your butt, what's that make you want to do? It makes you want to go in there and beat them, right? It makes you want to keep up with the competitors. And so they're obviously going to then suggest ways to get more likes and likely try and drive you into advertising so they can drive revenue. But it's also a powerful tool. But there's a big but. Is everyone listening? It's a double-edged sword. So let's say one of you guys listening right now competed with Latka's Lattes, which is, I'm making this up, but it's my coffee shop. I would see that you're watching me. So you're now on my radar, and I know you're watching me, right? Comparing against me, and I know you're a competitor. So just be aware of that, okay? Remember that when you select another page to watch, the admins of that page know you're watching. It's definitely a double-edged sword, but as Dave Hobley mentioned in the questions, it can prove to be very, very effective, all right? Now, the big change, okay, the big change that you guys can see right here is applications. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth real quick. All right, I'm going to go to the Heyo Facebook page. You know, this used to be where the applications are. Okay, and as Facebook rolls out these changes over the next several weeks, those applications, in fact, this whole section is moving, especially the apps right here, and they'll be under the more section. So you see tech adopters and auto ad targeting are both apps, tech adopters and auto ad targeting. So there is more prominence here, which makes it interesting, okay? But if you've used applications to convert emails or drive a lot of sales in the past, you know that the secret to having apps work is not by people going here and then clicking these icons. It's by posting engaging content that drives people into the app to then convert. So this is really, really a hot button topic. I'm going to see real quick. Does anyone have an opinion on this? Let me unmute Mike Macy, get his thoughts on this. And then everyone else, tell me via Twitter, do you like where apps are moving to and those updates? Mike Macy, you're unmuted. Give me the lowdown, buddy. How are you?
Absolutely.
What
Makes a lot of sense. Our customers don't get much off of the tabs, but by using pin post and having good post titles and then a little content with to click with a link to the tab, that's how you drive traffic.
And Mike, give everyone a very quick 15 seconds or less background on what you do.
We build apps for small businesses who are trying to just expand their reach. We don't do as much advertising as we do personal branding using a website, social media to do attraction marketing, and then drive traffic back to Facebook. Or really, we get more engagement on Facebook than we do on websites, on blogs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, great. Mike, hey, thanks for the background, buddy. I appreciate it. So guys, here's what I like to do now. If you guys are interested, everyone that's watching right now, your time is very valuable. We've already spent 21 minutes here. We've got 2 sections left, but I want to ask you guys, we have seen hidden tabs. So tabs that weren't even featured in the top 3, they were hidden right down here in this kind of space, converting at over 32% consistently across industries. I'm interested in understanding if you guys would like to see some of that content. So if you are, go to facebook.com/Heyo and just comment on our pinned update. Hey, Nathan, I'd love to see the campaigns converting at 32% and higher. Loving the webinar, right? So if you want to see that, go leave a comment here. I'm out of water on my end, but I'm loving these changes, so I'm excited. I'm going to grab more water while you guys go to facebook.com/Heyo and tell me in the comments on the pinned article if you'd like me to go into detail about how hidden applications on Facebook can convert at 32% if you set it up the right way. Go leave your comment now, and I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys, I am back. I'm going to give this a refresh here and see if that content is interesting and if you guys are interested in checking it out. Okay, so let's see here. So Susie Brown says, absolutely yes. Ashley Nick said, yes, please show. Great. And Ashley's joining from Atlanta. Jared Taylor said, great info so far. Show us. Okay, great. Jonathan Seidel said, yes. Barbara said, ditto. Barbara, you're an efficient woman. You want to type all that out, so you just say ditto. I love it. Great. Okay, great. Christy said, we're having difficulty getting click on our featured. How are hidden apps working so well? Perfect. Christy, we will go deep into that here. It looks like a lot of you guys are interested, which is great. Okay, so let's crank back up. For those of you that are drifting off, okay, because I know webinars can be tough, all right, focus back on my screen, and here's why. I'll let you take a peek right now at the first campaign I'd like to show you that converted over 32%. This campaign you're looking at captured 4,500 emails, all from Facebook, in under 10 days. Take a look at it here for a second. So let me highlight what this is, okay? This highlights first that changes to the visibility of tabs on Facebook really does not matter. What does matter is content and engagement. So you can see here, this fan page is Squaw Valley, and a really bright woman named Melina Regos with Out and About Marketing, she's a social media consultant, launched this campaign for Squaw Valley. And Squaw Valley was hoping to get somewhere around 1,000 emails and 5,000 views of this campaign. The results were incredible, guys, and I'll show you how they did it here in a second. They got over 17,000 impressions and captured over 4,500 emails. Here's why. When they created this campaign, they didn't just create it on Facebook. Does anyone right now know the amount of minutes that the average Facebook user is spending using Facebook on the mobile device? Post your guesses on Twitter. How many minutes is the average Facebook user using Facebook on their mobile device in a month? Any guesses? How many minutes? Okay, Connie Wolf said 5 minutes. Will Morrissey said 23. Ann Pelgrim said 700. Jerry Wilson said 4,000. Dan Hamrick said 1,000. Let me check in here and refresh and see what other folks here are saying on Twitter. Any guesses? Any other guesses? All right, the answer, are you ready? And you can tweet this out. The answer is 914. The average Facebook user uses the Facebook mobile app 914 minutes, okay, a month. What that means is this, guys. Facebook is more and more becoming only used on mobile. So when you publish a campaign, you need to make sure when you publish it, it also is mobile optimized, like you see here on the right, where my mouse is, okay? What Milena did, which was really, really smart, she's the one that built this campaign, is one URL, a smart URL, linked to each of these campaigns. So if she did an email blast to the 15 or 16, however many people they had on their email list, if the people click the link from a desktop, they'd see this. Okay, where my mouse is right now, they'd see this. If the people open that email on a mobile device and click the same exact link, they'd see this. So the link, it's like it has a brain. It actually thinks. It's the smartest link you'll ever use. So you want to make sure that you launch that campaign to work on both Facebook and mobile. So let me ask you a question. This kind of stuff obviously is not easy. So I'm going to launch a poll. It's on your screen right now. I'm curious, how many of you guys have purchased software in the past to help you with Facebook marketing? Take a second and answer the poll on the screen. How many of you have purchased any kind of software in the past to assist you with Facebook marketing? Again, I'll wait for 60 or 65% of you to vote, and then we'll move on. So I see 57% of you have voted. Let's get a few more folks that are not paying attention, but should change over to this browser window to answer. Let's see. Okay. 64%, we're almost there. Perfect. 67% voted. I'll close the poll, share the results with you guys so you can see. So again, just so you know the sample size, we have 144 people live right now. 61% of you said yes, you have purchased software in the past to help with Facebook marketing. And 39% of you said no. So that's helpful to understand. The reason is this. Doing this kind of stuff is complicated. You guys know that. It's difficult. But if you want to obviously drive conversions, sometimes it does take an investment. And you guys can choose to go use, I know some of you have probably used freelancers off freelancer.com. You can pay them $50 an hour. It'll take them 10 hours for them to put a campaign together like this for you. So you're looking at, $500. But when you do the math, if you can pay $500 and capture 4,500 emails like Squaw Valley, it's really, really worth it for them. Let me show you 2 other examples that highlight why hidden tabs convert really, really well, no matter what industry you're in, and no matter how many fans you have. Here's the next example. Does this look familiar to anybody? This look familiar to anybody? Anyone been here? Oh, let me hide the results. There you go. Does that look familiar to anybody? Sorry. So this is a brick and mortar location. Okay, this is a brick and mortar location. How many of you guys have operate or manage a social media operation for a brick and mortar location? Okay, I think some people probably do. Rebecca Schaefer says, I do. Okay, a lot of you guys. Ann Pelgrims, Adam Hansen, Heclaire, Pimentel, Philho, Blossom Vincent. Yeah, so this was Nicollet Island Inn. Okay, Paul Abdo was the gentleman that launched this campaign. Okay, and you can see here he does some things really, really smart. First, he features an incentive, a great incentive. They were giving away one night at their Nicollet Island Inn, which is again is a hotel, a restaurant, and a bar. They were giving it away for free for Valentine's Day. And they asked the people, all their fans, to enter by clicking like, share, tweet, and entering their email on the left. Now, here is something critical, and this is a reason that a lot of people can never launch a Facebook campaign that does well. They don't know this one thing. You can't require a viewer or a fan to click like, share, or like or share to enter. What you can do, though, is guide them down that path as clearly as possible. So what we've done, or what Paul did here, is he asked for their email. Boom, that's the conversion. And then he said, hey, go ahead on next. You already entered the campaign, but go to step 2. Click like, click share, click tweet. Okay, so what happened was everyone that entered then liked his page, so he got a bunch of new likes. They shared his page, which pulled all of their friends into Paul's campaign, and they even tweeted it. The results on this campaign were amazing. I think your mouth will drop when you see them. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you at the end of the webinar. Here is another example. How many of you guys, and I'll give you a second to take a look at it. I'll let you digest this. Okay, so this company is called Mixed Bag Designs, and Amy, okay, Amy is her Amy Lobder, okay, she is their social media manager, okay, and she wears many other hats, but she put this together as well, and you can see she does a great job at featuring the incentive right here where my mouse is, okay. She puts text that articulates how to enter. She puts in the countdown, which creates urgency. Okay, you want people to take action. That's critical. All the campaigns that we see that convert really well, they have this countdown in them. So you need this countdown. And she does what Paul does. Again, enter the email, get the conversion, click like, share, and tweet. And it's also mobile optimized automatically. Amy didn't have to do any extra work for that. So each of these campaigns captured either thousands of emails in the case of Squaw Valley. They got hundreds, or some of them got thousands of new likes from the contest, okay? And many of them also got additional likes, shares, tweets, and drove sales. So Mixed Bag Designs here, I'm going to actually have Amy here later. You'll see a slide with her on it. They drove sales using this. And in fact, they continue to drive sales with new campaigns. It's another example of a hidden campaign that converted at over 32% because it featured the incentive, had a clear call to action, had the countdown to drive urgency, and it was really giving away what the fans wanted. So no matter where apps are located on your page, these kinds of elements are critical. All right, these kinds of elements are critical. So again, I'm going to show you the results. I'm going to show you how many likes and emails these campaigns captured at the end of the webinar right before Q&A. Let's now move on to the third section of the webinar, which are 3 simple ways you can capitalize on these new changes. So first, take a look at my screen. Okay, this is the new About section, and it'll be on the upper left of your Facebook page. And it's funny, I actually see Martin here and Jim Lupkin and Dane Maxwell. Some of you guys are live with me today, which is great. But your website in your About section is much more prominently featured than it was on the past layout. So make sure you go into your About section and correct or update your website. Here's how you do that. I'll do it right now. Again, here's where the website is, okay, much more prominently featured, versus here, okay, where it's not really featured. In fact, it's very difficult to get to at all. The way that you update that is by clicking this teal section right here, or this light blue section. Click, okay, edit, all right, and go into page information, okay, where you can go in Your Facebook web address is there. And you can put in the short description, okay? Update the short description with your website. That will show here. Okay, actually Facebook Business did it as well. Put your link in there. And then additionally, make sure you put your websites in here as well, okay? Those will show up right here on the new design, which is, again, in a primary location relative to where they used to be. All right, so update that about section. It's really, really critical. Let's move into the second way that you can quickly capitalize on these new changes. Okay, Karen Newland pointed this out, and so did Rosh Khan. Update your thumbnail. Okay, the new thumbnail size is 160 by 160. I know some of you already have that optimized, but if you don't, make sure you do. 160 pixels by 160 pixels. Okay, 160 pixels by 160 pixels. All right. Great. All right, let's keep buzzing here. This is a big one. In my opinion, this is the thing that you can do the quickest that's going to get you the biggest return. Okay, there's one other thing, but this is a big one. Update, okay, when you go in and people click that share button we talked about at the beginning of the webinar, the new share button that's actually in your cover photo, you want to make sure that you optimize the metadata for that built-in share button. Because when people click it and they post it back to their wall, the likelihood that their friends click that link will be dependent on this metadata right here. Everyone see my mouse? So let me show you how you can customize that. So again, when everyone has this kind of page, people will click the share button right here. Now watch my mouse carefully. I'm not going to say anything, but you're going to have to watch carefully to see this. If you hover over the text until it turns yellow, okay, you can actually customize this text. Now the place that it default pulls from is the About section of the page. So you can customize what this is by updating the About section of your page, and it will pull in the first few sentences of whatever's there. But that being said, you can also directly click on each of these elements and customize them. And the reason this is important, okay, is because this is what will determine if the friends of the fan that shared will click through to your site. Okay, so you want to make sure that you've got this optimized. All right, loving the new Facebook design, share page. And again, when I do that, notice how that text is what pulled through across the top here. Okay, so you can actually go in and make sure that you get that set. This is a really easy thing to do, but this will make a big difference in a lot of people's businesses, I think. All right. Okay, guys, let me take a quick second here. Let me take a quick second. Give me some feedback. We're cruising through here. I'm trying to give you as much valuable as possible as quickly as I can. So tell me, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the best, okay, or 10 being a lot of ideas, are you guys getting value and ideas out of this webinar? 0 to 10, 10 being the best. Tell me in the questions. And if you're really getting value, throw in some exclamation points, capital letters, crazy characters from a Japanese dictionary, whatever floats your boat. Are you guys getting value out of this? Let me know right now via the GoToWebinar chat. All right, and I see a bunch of these. You guys, I know, can't see what other people are saying, so I'm going to show you real quick so you can see. I just took this screenshot, so you guys should be able to see it. Okay, so you can see what everybody else is saying here. Right? A lot of people going 10, 10, 10. Christy said 10 plus. Lynn is a tough grader. She said 3. Lynn, I want you to tell me what I can do to make it a 10 by the end of the webinar. Samantha said 10, loving it. Great, great, great. Those of you that don't understand, Cindy, you'll notice that we're actually replying to people. Chris Rieger and Wes are here. They're in our customer support team. They're replying to everyone with questions, okay? So feel free to ask them here, but thanks for the feedback, guys. We've got over 140 folks live with us, and a lot of you guys are getting value, which makes my day. So let's continue. Okay, the next thing you can do to capitalize on these new changes are you can launch a campaign like the ones we just showed you, okay, that convert at over 32% with a smart URL and the high converting layout with the incentive, the countdown, the steps to opt in, okay, and the custom code over here. Now, the custom text, sorry. So these campaigns are focused on engagement and conversions, email conversions and sales, all right? So let me ask you guys, I don't want to waste your time. So how many of you guys, actually I'll show you right now, the way these brands launch these campaigns in the apps was with Heyo. So I don't want to take time to show you how to use Heyo if a bunch of you guys already use it. But tell me real quick on the poll on the screen, how many of you guys already use Heyo versus how many of you have no idea what Heyo is? What I'll do is that if the majority of you say no, I'll go in and actually show you the 3 simple steps you can do to launch a campaign that converts like this without having to code or spend a lot of time and energy. All right, so a bunch of folks voted. Those of you not looking at my screen, go ahead and vote real quick, please. 58% of you have had voted. Let's see if we'll get a few more here. Okay, great. I'll close the poll and I'll share the results. So 37% of you are already using Heyo and 63% of you are not. So guys, would it be valuable, yes or no, if I just showed you, it'll take about 5 minutes to highlight how to use Heyo and the smart layout to launch high converting campaigns without having to code, okay, or waste a lot of time or energy. Those of you that are already using Heyo, you should probably keep watching too, because I think you'll learn something as well. We've made a lot of updates in the past. Okay, a lot of people are saying yes. Great. Well, guys, check this out. I want to use one of you guys as an example. So you can either tweet to me, all right? Joe Barnes joined. Great. So either tweet to me your website link, okay, or post it on facebook.com/Heyo so I can pick one of you guys to use. And I'm actually going to build a campaign for one of you guys. I'll pick someone at random. All right, so again, either post your campaign here, or excuse me, post your website or fan page here, or post it on Twitter. And be sure to tag @Heyo. Okay, and while we're doing that, I'm going to see if I can actually unmute Miss Joe Barnes if she's on, or you know, she's probably under a different name, so I can't find her because so many folks are on. But Joe, if you tweet to me what name you're under, I'll unmute you because I know you're running a great community of Facebook marketers down under, and I'd be happy to unmute you so you can share your feedback on these changes as well. All right, Joe, very cool. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I've got some people that commented with their website URL. Okay, let me expand this. What I'm going to do is I am going to close my eyes, all right, and kind of scroll here and see if I can find someone. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Water Street Press. Okay, great. So there's one option. And I saw Truvia. What's Truvia here? Truvia. Ah, okay, perfect. Interesting. Let me see if I can find someone here. Let's go ahead with the Truvia example, okay? So here we go. I'm going to log on to Heyo here. All right, guys, so again, those of you that weren't focusing on my screen, focus back now. This is the most important part of the webinar, in my opinion. This is how you capture leads and drive sales from Facebook. It'll only take about 5 minutes. So get your notepads ready, shut down Gmail, turn over your phone so you can't see the screen, all right, and focus on mine. Here we go. I'll log in. And once I'm logged in, I'm going to add Truvia as a business. Now, here's an aside note. All of you social media managers that manage multiple pages like Christy Hawkins who joined us, it's really easy to add your businesses here, right? And then have all your campaigns under them. So we make it really easy to do that. I'll type in the business name, which is Truvia. And then I'm going to go in and choose a template. Now, I'm going to show you the exact template Squaw Valley used to capture 4,500 emails so you guys can clone it. All right, I'm not going to say anything, so just watch my screen. All right, did you see that? So pick template, contest, yes, I'm sure, and here it is. Okay, now these elements, when I hover, that are teal, these are the key elements. Okay, this is the secret layout that is really converting on Facebook right now. And again, I'm going to show you the results of the other demonstrations I used earlier. Let me show you how easy it is to use. I'm not going to say anything, I'll just let you watch. And so what I'm doing here, guys, is again, I'm putting together this campaign. I'm going to pick an incentive. I'm looking for a good Truvia image here, which I'm going to use to then drop in the campaign and give away as an incentive. And in fact, Truvia has really great cocktails, so maybe we'll do that. Let's do this. Again, click. You can either paste the link or upload one from your desktop. It's really, really easy. Then I want to change this text to say something like, enter through the steps on the left for your chance to win a summer supply of Truvia cocktail mix. Again, you can put whatever text you want in here, whether you're a ski resort that wants 4,500 emails or you're a brick and mortar location that wants more foot traffic. You can customize all this text however you see fit, the font, the size, the format, whatever you like. Okay, let's then go in here. What date should I end this campaign? Pick a date here on my screen. Let's say we'll go to the 28th, okay? 14 days. Actually, let's get that a little shorter to create more urgency. Let's do Saturday, okay? 8 days, 8 hours, 11 minutes, and 8 seconds, and it counts down real time to drive engagement. Now, here's another cool thing. How many of you guys do email marketing? And if so, what email marketing provider do you use? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. What email marketing provider do you use? All right, a ton of people are saying MailChimp. Again, I want to show you this because I know you guys can't see each other's comments. Okay, here, I'm showing you everyone else's comments right now on my screen. A ton of people are saying MailChimp. A bunch are saying Constant Contact as well. So for people like Pat Fenner and Maria Bailey, okay, and Mike Macy and Christy Keating, check this out. With one click right here, boom, connect with MailChimp. So any leads that come in via this campaign, you can automatically dump into a MailChimp, Constant Contact, Aweber, GetResponse, right into one of those autoresponders by simply, again, here, it's just connect to MailChimp. And if you want to connect with another email marketing provider, you can use our HTML widget that allows you to do that. So it's really easy. What Truvia did is you could capture these, or what Squaw Valley did is they captured those emails, dropped them into a drip campaign in MailChimp, and then was able to basically every other day or every 5 days provide content back to those fans, okay, as the campaign was getting close to ending to encourage people to come market it to try and win. Does that make sense? All right, so easy, one-click MailChimp integration really is great. Now, here's another critical piece. See where I'm clicking right now? So this is all the share text, okay? So when fans click like, this is the link they're going to be liking. You want to make sure that you use your, and let me see if I can find Truvia. You want to make sure that they're perfect, that you use your Facebook URL here. So you capture those likes for your Facebook page. The share text is what people will share to their friends' walls when they click the share button right here. So you want to make sure you put the right share text here. Something like, I just entered to win free cocktails from Truvia. Okay, click here and you can too. And then drop in your Twitter handle as well. And I'll click Save Changes. Now this campaign's really simple and straightforward, which is going to help make it a huge success. You have full creative control though. Let's say that you wanted to add a YouTube video or a LinkedIn share widget to this campaign. Watch how easy that is. I'm going to be quiet and just let you watch. It's as simple as that. Isn't that amazing, guys? It's really just drag and drop. And then you post this, you put the stuff wherever you want. Okay? Let's say that instead of a share button, you actually wanted a Facebook comment stream built in the campaign. No problem. Drag the comment stream on, size it how you want by dragging and dropping, click Save Changes, and boom. There is your comment form once you move forward and view this in a live preview. And you'll have to forgive our internet connection here, okay? Keep editing, and people can then leave comments instead, all right? So what this means is you know how you have full creative control without having to worry about, do you know how to code? How do I make this to make sure it converts? We've taken care of that for you. And I'm now going to move forward and click Save and Preview and show you guys a really critical piece of this. All right. Do you guys see over here? Tell me if you guys see. Do you see the preview on mobile button? You see preview here? So that whole time we just built that, not only did we get a Facebook version, but look at this. I mean, wow, isn't this incredible? Just like that, you've got a fully mobile optimized campaign as well. And remember, Facebook users are spending 914 minutes each user on their mobile device on Facebook. You must have this if you want to convert on Facebook. It's just a must. So what we'll do is I'll go now select the fan page I want to install to. I'll click Publish. And look at what we get on the back end, a smart URL. Do you see this? So if you then take the smart URL and you share it on your Facebook wall, if people are in their mobile app and they see your status update in their feed and they click this, guess what? They'll see the mobile version, okay? If they're on a desktop, okay, so they'll see the mobile version like this. If they're on a desktop, they'll see the Facebook version. Or if you don't want to publish it to Facebook, you can also just have it as a website landing page that converts really, really high. So the way Heyo works is as people publish campaigns with us, we save the ones that convert the highest and then give them to you guys to use. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? What do you guys think? Tell me in the questions. 0 to 10, 10 being boom, baby, you're excited. We know a lot of people are excited about these, especially the mobile optimization. All right, and I'm gonna pull an OxyClean infomercial line here and say, but wait, there's more. I love what I do. All right, check this out, guys. If we wanted to launch a different kind of contest, you could launch a referral contest. Check out how this works. You can ask your fans to enter their email. Okay. Heyo will then give them a link. Again, this is the live preview I'm in right now. So they would enter their email. Heyo will give them a live, actually I'm gonna keep adding, a live link. And as people get clicks through their link, they'll move to the top of the leaderboard. So what happens is all your fans are now driving traffic to your page for you, and you don't have to do any work. I mean, it's like free clicks. It doesn't get any better than that. So we have all kinds of campaigns like this, like these, that are proven to convert and work for capturing emails and driving sales. I'll show you just two more of them. This one is a group deal. Okay, so you can require that you get at least X amount of entries, which you can change. So it could be 20 or 200 in order for the fans to unlock. You know, in this case, it's a free milkshake, right? Or you could use our sales template, which allows people to, with one click, drive a sale through Facebook, and it integrates with PayPal or whatever e-commerce platform you have. All right. So the sky is the limit here, guys. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you now the results of those campaigns that I promised I would show you earlier. Here they are. So this is Joe Sent. Okay, it's Average Joe's Entertainment. They launched this campaign, and read what Maggie said up here across the top. Look at these results. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So that one performed really well. 1,750 likes and 900 emails in under 6 days. And this isn't a huge fan page, guys, okay? They only have about 9,000 total fans. So they got 715 extra fans and 900 emails. Take a look at this one. Again, here's Milena. They captured over 4,500 emails here and got 17,000 impressions. Jacqueline, that's a 30% conversion rate. Isn't that amazing?
It's great. I love it.
You're
Learning a lot.
writing all these down so you can put them in your paper, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
No, you know, but
No
Jacqueline,
doubt.
in all seriousness, so many people struggle with this. They wonder, why do I launch campaigns and they never work? You know, it takes the right layout, the right combination, and we've been able to perfect that. So it feels good, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It really does. And even when I was being a social manager before I decided to do schooling, you guys did a webinar and we were launching a pre-order for a book, and it was just a drag and pull campaign that I had used for you guys. And I just love Heyo because you really make it simple, no-brainer, and it's just user-friendly, and the layouts are beautiful and professional.
Jacqueline, you're making my day, and I did not even pay you to say that. I should send you a lot of money right now to thank you. Guys, here's another example. Okay, I just switched slides. Okay, I didn't show you these results earlier, but this was Paul. He's a social media strategist at Nicollet Island Inn. It's the brick and mortar location. You can read his quote here. Check this out. Okay, so this was the highest converting campaign his company had ever launched. It got 1,242 impressions. They captured 716 emails. I'll say that again. Over 1,000 people saw the campaign as an impression. Over 700 entered and engaged. That's a 60% conversion rate. Really, really amazing. Anybody can do this. Here's another one. Amy Lombard. I showed you guys this earlier. She's selling a digital product via Facebook with mixed bag designs. You can read her quote here across the top of my screen. But she got 1,799 impressions on this, captured 582 emails for a 30% conversion rate because she used Heyo, she's got the high converting layout, and she used the smart URL to have it automatically be mobile optimized. All right, here's another one. You may be listening right now and your fan page has less than 100 likes. Well, meet Andrew Medlum. He's a social media coach, and he helped a brick and mortar location. They launched their fan page from zero on January 11th. They used Heyo, launched a campaign, and now today they've got over 2,000 likes. They've captured 862 email leads, all in 11 days. That was over the past 11 days they did that. I mean, so this is amazing, and it proves that it really works for any stage your business is in. If you're wondering, will this work for me if I have less than 100 fans? The answer is yes. Andrew did it. If you're wondering, will this work for me? I'm selling a physical good, or I'm trying to capture emails for a physical good on Facebook. The answer is yes. It worked for Amy, and Amy's just like you. Same thing for Paul and Milena Regos. So guys, with all of that being said, here's what we learned today in summary. We talked about the changes you didn't know about. We talked about why these hidden tabs are converting at over 32% and how you can clone them. And I showed you the simple ways you can capitalize on these new changes. So guys, here is what I would like to ask you. I know a lot of you don't use Heyo, and you've already been with me for almost 60 minutes, which I really, really appreciate, guys. Thank you for your time. I don't want to take it for granted. That being said, how many of you learned at least 2 valuable things today and would like to learn more about Heyo pricing? If you learned at least 2 valuable things today and you'd like to learn more about pricing, just say buy now in the questions, and I'll spend 5 minutes showing you the pricing and also presenting you guys with a unique opportunity. But if you're not interested, guys, we will go directly to Q&A. So what do you say? Did you learn at least 2 things today, and are you interested in seeing Heyo pricing? If so, simply type buy now in the questions, and I'll spend time to show you. I'll give you a second to answer. Wow, guys, so you can see here on my screen, no, I take that back. Actually, you can't, but I will share it with you. A bunch of you just answered really quick. I'm showing you comments from everybody else. Okay, so you can see my screen right now. I'm showing you the comments from everybody else. Look at what everyone is saying. Buy now, interested, I'm interested, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. Great, lots of people. Again, I want to make sure I'm not taking advantage of your time, and it looks to me like a lot of people are interested. So Maria Ward and Daniel Latch, Petlin Swart and Jerry Wilson, guys, here goes. This is how Heyo works. And for those of you that take action today, here's what we'd like to do. First things first. If you take action today, that means buy. Okay, that's webinar lingo for buy. I should just say if you buy today, okay? We'd feature your fan page and business in a blog post, in our blog specifically. That's a $97 value, especially when you go to our blog and you see how many likes, comments, and shares our average blog post gets. You'll get a bunch of extra exposure. Secondly, if you make the decision to buy today, like a lot of people said that they were interested in, you don't have to worry about Facebook shutting you down over legal worries. What I mean by that is we've already paid our attorneys several $100 an hour, by the way, to make sure we have the right legal disclaimer at the bottom of all the campaigns you launch so that you can go to sleep at night stress-free, not having to worry about if your fan page, or worse, if your client's fan page is going to get shut down in the morning because you're violating Facebook's terms of service. We'll take care of that for you so you don't have to spend $300 on your own attorney. If you take action today, you can also stop paying freelance developers and designers that you find on 99 Designs, and you can do it yourself with Heyo's unique drag and drop platform. Not only will this save folks like Christy and Katie Neoff and Jacqueline Malloy, not only will it save you time, but it'll save you energy. Because we've all worked with freelancers that we found randomly online before, and if your experience is anything like mine, you know that that's a massive energy suck. You stay up in the middle of the night trying to tell them exactly what you want. You get it back in the morning, it's not what you want, then you're let down, your day goes down the pipe, and you're inefficient. You can avoid all of that. We'll value that at $97. Now, here's what we're doing. For those of you that decide to purchase today, here are 2 bonuses that you can get right now instantly on the next slide. The first is we're going to show you the secret Facebook layout that is converting at 30%. We'll break down, again, why it works and how you can clone it on your own pages. That's a $197 value. And number 5, I want to give you guys access to our mastermind group, which some of you that are already HEYO customers are already a part of. You can't get access to this any other way. And in this group, we share all the latest trends, ideas, and the high converting secrets we're using on our own campaigns. So you really want access to this group if you want to be ahead of the curve. So here's what we're doing, guys. When you add all that up, it's $691 plus the mastermind group access, which you really can't put a value on. Here's what we're doing for the first 5 of you that decide to buy today. Instead of paying $691, you can get all of that for simply $30 paid monthly, and you can upgrade, downgrade, or cancel at any time. All you have to do is go to heyo.com/R contest. Again, the letter R contest. I have to reiterate, we're going to do this for the first 5 folks only because, again, one of the bonuses is a custom blog post, and we couldn't possibly do that for all of you guys that just told us, and again, on my screen right now, you can see it, for all of you that just told us, do you want to buy? That'd be a lot of blog posts. So it's just for the first 5. And when those are gone, we'll then do live Q&A. So all of this being said, let me find some folks here. Let me unmute. I'm going to go find Christy Hawkins. Where's Christy? Because we unmuted her at the beginning. All right, Christy, you're unmuted. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so give me the breakdown.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You've been on a lot of webinars. Okay, how did we do? Did you enjoy the content? And what do you think about this price point for managing the 14 pages you're thinking about daily?
This is great, but with me having about 3 apps per page, it's just not going to be feasible versus what I'm currently using, which is Short Stack.
And what is Christy, what is 3 acts per page?
I have a booking app, I have typically an events app, and one that's a specials app for my hotels.
Now, I imagine that you're likely paying, the more apps that you build or the more fans you get, you potentially pay more. I should articulate, when you pay $30, it's for an unlimited number of Facebook pages. You can launch those campaigns across as many pages as you want, and there's no limit on the number of fans you have. So it's really a great option for folks that want to take advantage of high converting campaigns. What Christy just mentioned is things like about pages and things like that. We're focused on conversions. So if you want results like Milena, Paul, and Amy that we shared earlier, this is what you'd want to focus on. Let me scroll down and I'm going to unmute. Let me see, where is Mike Macy? There's Mike. All right, Mike, you're unmuted. Can you hear me?
I sure can, Nathan.
Great. So, hey, you're out there in Boulder. Tell me, what do you think about the content and what do you think about this value?
Well, it's a great value. I run the contest on almost 40 pages that I manage right now.
Oh, great. And are you using HEYO to do that?
I use HEYO for everything.
Woohoo! HEYO! So Mike, how is it? I mean, is it as easy as I make it look here when I do it on the webinar? A lot of people are worried about that. They're scared about signing up because they don't think they'll be able to do it. Give them some feedback.
Well, I've been with HEYO since you started, and when the contest came, they were just so easy to use. Just your trivia description. It was so easy for customers to change different products that they want to promote. I don't have to manage them anymore. I just let them have I allow them to make their own changes on their app so they can change the pictures. They can run a contest for 1 week and then they can change the individual picture and start the contest again. So it's easy for them now with the new option to get their own add-on into MailChimp
Mike,
or any of the other email programs.
I don't want to interrupt you, but let me update this real quick. So Daniel just signed up. We'll talk to Daniel in a second, but there's only 4 of these left. So sorry, Mike, continue.
Well, I like the new feature where they can just go to their own MailChimp and catch their list, for sure. The main thing is just being able to change contests or promotions on the fly. It's just so easy. And we don't have to use, if we use designers, actually we have several designers at Fiverr, and we pay $5 for them, and they'll take care of our customers, make their, change their pictures and so forth, and send them back to them, and they can download them into Hail themselves.
You got it, Mike. Man, thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate it, brother.
You bet.
Okay, take care. Let's talk to Connie Wolf. Hey, Connie, you're unmuted. Can you hear us? Okay, that's okay. Connie does not have her mic connected, but no worries. Let's go see if Daniel has his mic connected. Where's Daniel Latch? There he is. Hey, Daniel, you're unmuted. Can you hear us?
I hear you just fine.
How are you, my friend?
I am absolutely wonderful. I came in a little bit late. I love Hail.
Well, we've never met before, so this is fun for me. Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, gee.
15 seconds or less. I know it's hard.
15 seconds or less. Well, I do a lot of different things, but I'm about to go, and that's what I'm excited about. I can hardly talk. Is in a couple of weeks I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to be with a bunch of CEOs and at a big convention, and I'm going to be showing them this and taking their business.
Oh, that is great, Daniel. So is that what's the reason you decided to sign up? Is it really that because you're going to Vegas and you can see yourself growing a business around this?
Absolutely, it's a great value for me, and I it's going to pay more than that monthly for each and every one.
That's awesome, Daniel. What kinds of things can we do better, and anything that you see that we can improve on?
I came in late. I actually signed up for Heyo back before it became Heyo.
Oh, cool.
In your earlier incarnation, and I loved it then. And then the situation changed, and I've come back to it now, and I just love what I'm seeing. I don't know enough about it to know what would be good to change, but I really like the changes I see.
That is great, Daniel. Well, good luck in Vegas, and thank you so much for being a customer. We appreciate it.
Now I just need to get logged in and get started.
Hey, heyo.com. You can get started right now, Daniel. All right, guys, great. And it looks like Jerry, I got to update this. So we've got, whoops, where'd my PowerPoint go? We've got one of these left, guys, and we're going to talk to Jerry Wilson, just purchased as well. And we'll talk to him here in a second, but let me update this. So there are one of these left. Go to heyo.com/R contest. That's the letter R contest to grab it before we run out. And I'm going to go unmute Jerry Wilson. There he is. Jerry, you're unmuted. Do you have your mic connected?
I think so. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. How are you?
I'm good. I did sign up, but I don't see a confirmation, so I just want to make sure it went through.
Yeah, you should be good to go. And if not, if you didn't see a confirmation there, we will certainly reach out and make sure we get you connected. Guys, if you're like Jerry, if for whatever reason you feel like your payment didn't go through, you're not sure, just type your phone number. Actually, you know what? I'm seeing a lot of you guys saying I purchased, but I'm not seeing confirmation. Connie Wolf just did. Sharon Griffin just did. Guys, if you're trying to grab that and you're not seeing confirmation, just type your phone number in the GoToWebinar question, okay? And we'll call you immediately. We've got Chris and Wes out in the front of the office who will see these coming in, and Jerry will reach out and get you connected, okay?
Okay, and then I just have one last question. It includes everything that you showed for the 691, right? Because it didn't show that on the page where we were signing up. I just wanted to.
Yeah, the 691, those are all extra bonuses we're gonna throw in for those of you that sign up right now. And
that's for multiple campaigns.
That is for multiple campaigns. Yep.
Very nice.
You can install those across. You can do 2 campaigns. You can do them on both campaigns on one page, or you can split them up. Really the sky is the limit. And Jerry, I actually just realized what's happening. So for some reason, the payment processing is not working because I just got, and I can see, I'm going to show you guys this screenshot here. A bunch of folks, it looks like, and I cut off the first part of their phone number because I obviously don't want to expose everyone's phone number live here. But you can see a bunch of people said they signed up, Cindy said a bunch of times, but you're not sure if it went through. And there's way more than 5 here. So I'm pretty sure we're actually sold out here. But again, our looks like our payment system is not confirming those. So that's your benefit. What we'll do is we'll go into Q&A now. And as long as you sign up or you put your phone number in there with the intent to sign up before the end of the webinar, we'll get you those bonuses. And we've got Chris and Wes up front who will call you guys and make sure that we get you signed up okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead to Q&A. Go ahead and put your questions in the GoToWebinar chat, and I'll start reading them and getting you answers. All right, let's see. Let's look at these questions here. Okay, so let's see. Leslie Ellis said, I tried to sign up, but it didn't go through. I feel so bad about this, guys. I'm so sorry. We're not and you know, we didn't have thousands of people live today, so I didn't think that the checkout page would crash like that. So I do apologize. Let me though unmute Leslie Ellis. Hey Leslie, you're unmuted. Can you hear me? Leslie, are you there? Okay, Leslie's being bashful because I could hear her, but that's okay. Kyle Tyler said, when I try to go to heyo.com/our contest and put my information in, it takes me to a page and doesn't let me check out. Again, guys, put in your phone number via the GoToWebinar questions right now, and you're going to get a call from Chris, Wes, or myself in the next 30 minutes to help you sign up. If we get to you, and we will get to everyone in the next 30 minutes, so be sure that you answer the phone number when we call. If we get you signed up in the next 30 minutes, and we'll do it manually because it looks like the checkout page is not working right, I'll get you those bonuses. Okay, so no worry. We'll go above and beyond to get that right for you guys if you have interest. Okay. All right, let's see. Joy Olson said, could you show me once more how to customize the update, the metadata on your Facebook page? Joy, great question. Here's how you do that. When you're on Facebook, you'll go up here into your About section and hover over this, okay, and click that blue area. All right, right here. Hover over it and click the blue area. Okay. Now, when you click that blue area, all right, you can scroll down. This is all the metadata. Okay, so the first few sentences in the About section, in the description, is what it's going to pick up in that share button metadata. So this is what you want to edit and update. Joy, let me know if I didn't answer your question, but I think I knocked it out. I think I got it there. If I didn't, just tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, okay? All right, let's keep on moving down. You know what? Iowa Hart just said, Nathan, you're hotter than Ellen at the Oscars. You know what? I'm gonna tweet that. Oh, you guys are too much fun. I could do this all day. I'm gonna tweet that. I'm gonna say, Heyo is hotter than Ellen at the Oscars. And let's see, that was said by Aya. That's too funny. You guys are great. That was too much fun. Okay, let me see here. Other questions coming in. And again, guys, I hear Chris and Wes calling you guys right now. If you put your phone number in, be sure to answer that call. And when we get you signed up, we'll be sure to get you those bonuses here in the next 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Lawrence, again, we don't put any restrictions on the number of Facebook pages you can install to. All we charge by is a number of campaigns. So you can launch, depending on the $30 plan, you can launch the campaigns and you can install them to as many fan pages as you want. You don't have to install them all to one. We don't restrict based off number of fans, okay? Max Weinstein said, for the referral contest, okay, and remember, this is the referral contest. It's on my screen right now. Okay, this is it. He said, how do you get the thumbnails to work? And Max, the answer is they're pulled in automatically. So these thumbnails are pulled in directly from the user's Facebook default profile picture. Alrighty, great question. Christy Hawkins says, Nathan, I'd love for you to look at our specials app. Christy, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Okay, and she said, and give me insight on how it could be improved. Yep, Christy, send me a direct email. Here's my email, nathan@heyo.com. Send me an email with a link to that campaign, okay? And then let me know what results you've seen so far, and I'll propose a solution so you can get higher conversions. Okay, Stephanie Rodriguez asked a great question. She said, there's a belief that contests bring prize monsters, not real potential customers. What or how do you avoid or manage this? Stephanie, great question, and the answer is simple. Align your incentive with what the customer wants, okay? Don't give away an iPad if you're a cupcake shop, all right? If you're a cupcake shop in Green Bay, have your incentive be a 12 cupcakes and Green Bay Packer tickets. Where you start getting in trouble is when you give away incentives that are just random. They're like hot tech gadgets or something like that. Okay, so focus your incentive. And if you do that, you won't get prize monsters. You'll only get potential customers. And we've seen that based off our data. Okay, Juan Rodriguez says, when I try to log in, it shows an upgrade page. I thought I was already a member. Juan, what that means is your card expired. Okay, so it's not working anymore. So when you see that pop up, you want to put in your card information so we can start again, so you can start paying the $30 again. All right, and then that'll immediately give you access to all the campaigns. Okay, let's see what other questions are coming in here. Okay, Connie said, I think I have an account with Heyo, signed up today, but it doesn't appear to have taken my card information, and I didn't get a confirmation. Hey, Connie, again, please put your phone number in the questions, and we will reach out, either Chris, Wes, or myself, when I'm done answering your questions. We'll reach out to you to get you hooked up, okay? All right. Let's see. Joy Olson said, how do we do it for constant contact? Joy, you want to use the HTML widget right here. Drag and drop it on, just like this. When you do that, paste your constant contact form code, the embed code, right here, and click Save. And then the opt-in will appear right on the page, and you can drag and drop it around anywhere you want. Great questions, guys. Okay, Rob Ryan said, is there training? Rob, yes, there's training. We do these webinars almost every week, and we have live phone support, 1-800-884-8640. All right, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We love supporting you guys. Again, that number, in case you get stuck and need help, that you can call is 1-800-884-8640. Now, again, for those of you on the fence that are not sure if you want to buy or not, let me unmute Jared Taylor. Jared, are you there, brother? Jared Taylor, can you hear me?
Good afternoon, what support? This is Jared.
Oh, Jared just picked up another call. No big deal. He said he uses the referral campaign for a client and he loves it. He said that via the comments here. Okay, Cindy, we will give you a call. She asked, how do I know if my order went through? We'll give you a call. Okay. Oh, Danielle Latch said, on today's special for the $30 a month, again, the special today is we're giving in all these additional bonuses if you buy on the webinar. Now, again, the checkout page isn't working, so just type your number in the GoToWebinar chat, and we'll call you and help you get checked out. All right. Daniel, you can have up to 2 active campaigns. All right. 2 active campaigns at that price. Okay. And if you want up to 5 active campaigns, it's $60 a month. And if you want up to 10 active campaigns or more, it's $125 a month billed annually. And you can get that information from our pricing page. All right, guys, I'm going to go and check Twitter here just to see if we've got any other questions coming in. All right, Stephanie said, Nathan, thanks for answering my questions so well. Love you guys. No, Stephanie, Heyo loves you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, Joe says, just learned a ton of things about the new Heyo design. We're super excited about it now. Thanks, Heyo. Awesome, Joe. We appreciate that feedback. Great. All right, guys. Well, hey, I really appreciate you joining me today. Again, we learned a lot about the new Facebook changes. My name's Nathan Latka. I'm the CEO and founder here at Heyo, and if you ever want to connect with me, you can simply tweet to me. What I'll do while we leave is I'll let you guys, again, look at the results that all of these brands have driven using Heyo. And if you want to sign up, go to heyo.com or give us a call at 1-800-884-8640. Again, 1-800-884-8640. I'll leave you with these case study guys. My name is Nathan Latka, CEO and founder at Heyo, and I'll see you on the other side. Heyo! Take care, guys. Bye.